Hi students, good evening to one and all. Now welcome back our favorite video channel HGVS BRK. Now this time we have to continue JEE Mains 2021 third session, July 25th, shift 2 part 2 in our subject mathematics. Now here the next sum. If the first sample of sample A of 100 items has the mean 15 and standard deviation is 3 and second sample B has 150 items. If the combined mean and standard deviation of items of both the samples is 15.6 and 13.44. Here to find then the standard deviation of items of sample B. So here first of all we have to observe there are two samples are there. First one is A and second one is B. In that sample A, number of items are 100. In that sample B, number of items are 150. So in that sample A, the mean of the sample A is 15 and the mean standard deviation of the sample A is 3. And also here the next condition is in both the samples the total number of items are 100 plus 150. So number of items equal to 250 items. In that total 250 items given combined mean and standard deviation are 15.6 and 13.44. Here to find standard deviation of items of sample B. So first of all we have to take the total number of items in both the samples A and B. Total number of items in both A and B equals to 100 plus 150. That is 250. Now here given the combined mean. Here we take the combined mean. Given combined mean equal to 15.6. Now here using one formula, combined mean formula. That is, here we take, so here the formula is N1 into XA bar plus N2 into XB bar. Here A and B are samples, capital A and capital B, whole by we take N1 plus N2. So this is the that value will be equals to 15.6. Now here substitute the values, combined mean. So N1 value is 100 into individual mean, that is 15. Mean of sample A is 15 plus number of items in sample B 150. Here mean of sample B is not known. By 100 plus 150, that value will be equals to 15.6. Now it can simplify that 150 into XB bar equals to 115.6 into 100 plus 150, that is 250. Here subtract 100 into 15 means 1500. Subtract from 15.6 into 250, the value is 1500, and simplify that XB bar equals to 15.6 into 250 value is 3900 minus 1500 whole by 150. Now that value is 2400 by 150. That means mean of sample B, that value is 16. So here to find mean of sample B. Similarly, here given the combined standard deviation. Combined standard deviation is 13.44. Now we take that condition, combined standard deviation. That value will be equals to 13.44. Now in that the formula is summation xi square whole by n1 plus n2 minus x bar square, that equals to 13.44. So here we have to observe the standard deviation is square root 13.44, and here also we take square root of summation xi square by n1 plus n2 minus x bar square equals to square root of 13.44. Now squaring on both sides, we get summation xi square by n1 plus n2 minus x bar square equals to 13.44. Now the combined mean already given, that is 15.6. So summation xi square is not known. n1 plus n2, that is 250, equals to 13.44 plus x bar square. X bar square means 15.6 whole square. Now it can simplify that 13.44 plus 15.6 whole square. That value is 243.36. And sum of these two, 243.36 and 13.44, that value is 256.8. 256.8. Now here summation xi square value is 256.8 minus 250, that is, so this is into, now here 250 can be multiplied by 256.8. The total value is 64,200. 64,200. So this is summation xi square. Similarly, here we take for sample A. For sample A, already given standard deviation is 3. Now here standard deviation is 3. Then the variance of sample A is sigma square, that is 3 square, 9. For sample A, given SD equals to sigma equals to 3. Now which implies squaring on both sides, variance equals to sigma square A, that value is 9. Now here we take the formula summation xa square by n1 minus xa bar square equal to, so that value equals to xa bar square equals to 9. From this one, summation xa square by n1. n1 means number of items 100 minus mean of sample A, that is 15. So 15 square equal to, here this is 9. From this one, summation xa square equals to 225 plus 9. 225 plus 9, that is 234. From this one, summation xa square equals to 234 into 100. 23,400. So this is summation xa square. Now which is equation 2? Now which is equation 1? Now from these two, to find for sample B, summation xb square equal to summation x square minus summation xa square. Summation xi square value 64,200 minus summation xb square xi square value 23,400. From these two, 00, 12 minus 4, 8, 3 minus 3, 0, 6 minus 2, 4. So 4,800. So this is the summation xb square. Now here to find, so this is 40,800. Using this summation xb square to find standard deviation of the sample B. So SD of B equals to, here we take summation xb square by n2 minus xb bar square equals to, that summation xb square value 40,800 by n2. n2 is 150 minus xb bar value 16. Already to find mean of sample B, that is 16, means here 16 square. Here it can simplify that 0 0 cancel, 15 2 ja 30 and 108, 15 6, 105 and 30, 15 2 ja 30 minus 256. So here 12 minus 6 6, 6 minus 5 1. Now here square root is there. Square root 16 is 4. So this is the standard deviation of the sample B. Now the next problem, here to find integral over minus 1 to 1 log of x plus square root x square plus 1 dx. So here we observe that in that integral minus 1 and plus 1 is there. So here using one formula, we know that integral over minus a to a fx dx. Now here we observe that the function fx is even function, then the value of this one equals to 2 into integral over 0 to a fx dx. Similarly, suppose fx is odd function, here the value is 0. Now using this formula to find the integral. So let us take, let f of x equal to log of x plus square root x square plus 1. Now in place of x, we take minus x. Put x equal to minus x. Then f of minus x equal to log of minus x plus square root. Minus x whole square means x square plus 1. From this one we write log of square root x square plus 1 minus x. So this is f of minus x. Similarly to find minus f of x. And here to find minus f of x. Here minus f of x means minus of log of f of x means x plus square root x square plus 1. Now here we write log of square root x square plus 1 plus x whole inverse. From this one we write 1 by log of 1 by square root x square plus 1 plus x. So here in that rationalize with conjugate factor of this one, that is square root x square plus 1 minus x by square root x square plus 1 minus x. Here we observe log of square root x square plus 1 minus x by, here this is a plus b into a minus b formation. Here x square plus 1 minus x square, a square minus b square. Here x square will be cancelled. Then we write log of square root x square plus 1 minus x. Clearly we observe log of square root x square plus 1 minus x value is f of minus x. Here this is minus f of x. Therefore f of x equal to minus f of x. That means clearly fx is odd function. Is an odd function. Now here the integral value is 0. Let us take this is some I, this is some I. Therefore, the integral I equals to the value of this one equal to 0. Using this formula, integral of log x plus square root x square plus 1 between the limits minus 1 to 1, that value will be equal to 0. So this is the solution. Similarly, the next sum. If y equal to f of x be the solution of differential equation x dy equal to y into x cube cos x dx, and here given initial conditions that are f of pi equal 0 and to find then f of pi by 2. Now here given differential equation is given x dy equal to y plus x cube cos x into dx. Now from this one we write x dy minus y dx. Here we take y dx to left side, that is minus y dx, that is equal to x cube into cos x dx. From this one we write x dy minus y dx whole by x square. Here x cube can be denoted as x into x square. Now we take x square to left side, then we write x dy minus y dx by x square equal to some x into cos x dx. Clearly we observe this is x dy minus y dx by x square. So here we write d of y by x. Directly we use the formula d of y by x. Here derivative of y by x is x dy minus y dx by x square. Now here in place of this one we write d of y by x. In right side value x cos x into dx. Now integrating on both sides, integral over d of y by x equal to integral x into cos x dx. So here the value is y by x. Here this is UV formation. UV equals to u into v1 minus u dash into v2 plus u double dash into v3 plus minus and so on. Using this formula in that y by x equal to x into cos x integration sin x minus derivative of x is 1 into sin x integration minus cos x plus c. Now here y by x equal to x sin x plus cos x plus c. Here in that one initial condition is given, that is f of pi equal 0. Now since f of pi equal to 0, that means x equal to pi and y equal to 0. From this one we write y equal 0 by x value pi in left side. In right side x sin x value pi into sin pi plus cos pi plus c. From this one sin pi value is 0. Now pi into 0, that is 0. Cos pi value minus 1 plus c. Now from this one this is also 0. Therefore c equal to 1. C minus 1 equal to 0, that means a equal to 1. Now using this one to find f of pi by 2. Now here we write y equal to f of x, that is x into x square sin x plus x into cos x plus cx. Now in place of x we take x equal to pi by 2, y equal to f of pi by 2. Our final value is f of pi by 2. Now we substitute in place of x equal to pi by 2, pi square by 4 into sin pi by 2. X means pi by 2 whole square, that is pi square by 4 into sin pi by 2 plus pi by 2 into cos pi by 2 plus c into c means c value is 1 already found. So 1 into pi by 2. Here cos pi by 2 value is 0. Now here sin pi by 2 value is 1. Now pi square by 4 into 1, that is pi square by 4. Here this is 0, 1 into pi by 2, that is pi by 2. So pi square by 4 plus pi by 2. This is the solution. Here directly we have to use UV formula, integral UV. that is uv1 minus u dash v2 plus u double dash v3 and so on. Now in RHS side we apply this formula and simplifying, then the solution is y by x equal to x sin x plus cos x plus c. In that one we take the initial values x equal to pi, y equal to 0, and here substitute the values and to find the value of c. Arbitrary constant c equals to integral constant c equal to 1. And also our final conclusion is f of pi by 2. Now therefore y equal to f of x means x square. Here we take x to right side and multiply with x square sin x plus x cos x plus cx. So that is our final solution. In that, in place of x, it can be replaced by pi by 2, and simplifying, our final solution is pi square by 4 plus pi by 2. This is the solution of f of pi by 2. Now here the next problem. The value of x belongs to closed interval minus pi by 2, pi by 4 to pi by 4, for which the determinant equal to 0. Now here simplifying this determinant, we take determinant of sin x, cos x, cos x, cos x, sin x, cos x, and third row cos x, sin x. That value will be equal to 0, already given. Now from this one, here we take using row transformations, r1 changes r1 plus r2 plus r3. From this one we write sin x plus cos x, that is 2 cos x, sin x plus 2 cos x. Similarly in that one also cos x plus sin x plus cos x, that is also sin x plus 2 cos x. This is also the same element, sin x plus 2 cos x. Now here second row does not change, cos x, sin x, cos x. Similarly in that also does not change, third row cos x, sin x. That value will be equals to 0. Now from this one we take common sin x plus 2 cos x, then we write 1 cos x, 1 sin x, cos x, 1 cos x, sin x. Using column operations, then we write sin x plus 2 cos x. Here using column operations, C2 changes C2 minus C1, C3 changes C3 minus C1. That is determinant of first column does not change. In the second column 1 minus 1 0, sin x minus cos x, this is cos x minus cos x 0. Similarly third column C3 minus C1, 1 minus 1 0. Here also we have to take cos x minus cos x 0, sin x minus cos x equal to 0. Here we observe in both these two columns sin x minus cos x is common. We take that value sin x plus 2 cos x into sin x minus cos x whole square. Here 2 sin x minus cos x are there. Therefore here we write sin x minus cos x whole square. Now the remaining determinant 1 0 0, cos x 1 0, cos x 0 1, that equal to 0. This determinant will be 0. Now from this one we write sin x plus 2 cos x equal to 0 and r sin x minus cos x whole square equal to 0 means sin x minus cos x equal to 0. From this one sin x equal to minus 2 cos x, or here we write sin x equal to cos x. From this one sin by cos, tan x equal to minus 2 or tan x equal to 1. Here the range of tan x is 0 to infinity. Now here this is negative value, which is not possible. Therefore, tan x equal to 1. That means x equal to pi by 4. Clearly, the pi by 4 in between the interval, closed interval of minus pi by 4 to plus pi by 4. So, this is the solution of this question. In that pi by 4, third option is correct answer. Similarly, the next one. If the combined equation of the line y equal to px and y equal to qx and can be written as y minus px into y minus qx. So this is the pair of straight line question. Y minus px into y minus qx. Now here we write x square minus 4xy minus 5y square can be written in this form. So clearly this is the pair of straight lines. Now in that to find angle bisector line. Here to find angle bisector line. Now here we take given equation of given a pair of straight line is x square minus 4xy minus 5y square equal to 0. Now comparing with this is ax square plus 2hxy plus by square equal to 0. Comparing with ax square plus 2hxy plus by square equal to 0, we write a equal to 1, b equal to minus 5 and 2h equal to minus 4. Here using angle bisector line formula, we know that a pair of angle bisectors of equation 1. Now let it be taken as equation 1. Is the formula is x square minus y square by a minus b equal to xy by h. X square minus y square by a minus b equal to xy by h. Now in that we substitute the values. X square minus y square equal to 1 plus 5. 1 minus of minus 5 equal to xy by h value. H value means here 2 1 ja 2 2 ja. From this one h value is minus 2. So this is minus 2. So here multiply with minus 2 x square minus y square. We take cross multiplication. Minus 2 into x square minus y square equal to this is 1 plus 5, that is 6. So 6xy. Here we take cross multiplication. Now from this one we write 2 1 ja 2 3 ja. Divide with 2. Here we write minus x square plus y square equal to 3xy. Now we take these terms to right side. Then we write x square plus 3xy minus y square equal to 0. So x square plus 3xy minus y square equal to 0. So this is our solution. This is a pair of angle bisector lines to the given pair of lines x square minus 4xy minus 5y square equal to 0.